Damn, dude!
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This is season 2, episode 88. Holy shit, that makes 188 episodes, you guys. So welcome. What up? I'm your host, California Cal, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different perspectives and contexts that we have in life. Because I truly believe that the more access we have to different perspectives and contexts, the easier and doper life is to just live and navigate and go through. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, hope you guys are having a good day so far. And happy Halloween. Today is Halloween. So, what up, you guys? Happy Halloween. Hope you guys have fun today. Be safe. Don't go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I'm going to go take my little one trick-or-treating later. And I don't know what else we're going to get into. Then I got to drop him back off with his mom again. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway. It's been a crazy week. Today is Monday. And just thinking back, dude, like, a lot has unfolded this past week. Like, just so much shit. Like, it's been very up and down and come full circle and roundabout and upside down and twisty, twervy. Whatever. That's not even a word. I don't know, whatever, right? Twisty turny. I guess that's probably where I was going with that. But something I've been focused on is like trying to tap back into my creativity. Excuse me. And it's been interesting. Excuse me. I've always damn, something's up in my throat today. I've always been interested in writing kids books, and I've had a handful of friends and people in life and family tell me that that's what I should do. Like, my brain works good in that way, and I'd always been like, yeah, you know, I will sometime. And like, I never knew what exactly to make it about or what to do or where to start or how to do it. And I've tried to start a few times, and I just never like put anything really down. You know, I would draw some characters and do some different things and this and that, but then like, this was like different, you know what I'm saying? So I actually got down my whole first book for my kids' book, and I figured why not just make it about fucking water safety, right? Like, make a dope water safety book for little kids and then make different water safety books for kids of different ages. And I'm like, dude, and just make them sick and make them fun as fuck. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've been able to tap back into that to a certain degree by kind of coming to just revisiting myself and what I enjoy doing and analyzing that a lot. And I've been looking at that like, all right, what is it that I enjoy? What makes my brain tick? What makes me like think funny, be funny, this and that? And there's different elements and there's a lot of different things that invoke that, right? But I think it's like, it's important to tap into that and harness that. Because, for example, like, I was thinking like, dude, I freaking, I don't know. I've just been, you know, like, I've been having fun with who I've been spending time with. I've been having good conversations with who I spend time with. I've been doing things that are fun for me again, you know, like going surfing. You know, teaching surf lessons, going surfing, spending time with my kids, you know, just like I said, just the right people, really. And that makes life fun. And that's been invoking a lot of creativity for me as well. So I got my first book, and then I need to figure out and then I figured out who I want to illustrate it. I just need to have that done. It should be pretty easy for them. I just need them both to agree. I already got half the party to agree. Second piece of that what do I want to talk about first here? You guys want to hear the more serious part of this, or the more funner, funner part? Let's get through the serious shit first, right? Like, why not? Okay, so, and it's not that serious. It's still fun. You guys will probably laugh. Fuck, man, my hair is growing so fast, and it's like making me like my head itch. Dude, holy fuck. Excuse me. Holy camoly, man. Wow. Okay, that was a surprise. Excuse me. Fuck. So, okay, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Oh man, I feel all crazy today. Anyway, okay, sorry. The fuck was I talking about? I don't know. I guess not important. But my point is that what I was getting to is we're still going to have fun. There you go. And you guys will probably laugh at what the fuck I got. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Moving forward. After I gave my speech a week ago, 2 weeks ago at this point, I was like, fuck yeah, I killed this shit. People were giving me hella props. People were like, damn, dude, like, your speech was hella good, this and that, like, your story's crazy, and just giving me all these props, and I felt really good about it and all this stuff, right? Next meeting goes by. I'm like, which was the last one, my business meeting, I should say, to clarify. And afterwards, the dude who invited me, my chiropractor, I'll just for the sake of keeping it between, well, I already gave that away. Whatever. So he's like big homie to me, right? And after the meeting comes up, he's like, Calvin, like, can I give you a little bit of like big brotherly type of advice? I'm not trying to like hurt your feelings or do anything like that. He's like, just some big brotherly advice. I'm like, yeah, of course, man. And he's like, and I'm butchering this. I forgot because I went through such a range of emotions after he fucking told me this. But this is like, thinking back, this is just, you know, what I'm recalling from it is like, dude, like, you have an amazing gift, and people of the world need to know who you are. Like, what you do is incredible. More families need you. More people need to know about you, and more people need to understand what it is that you do. He's like, for those of us who understand here what it is that you do, we know that you are good and we get it. But it's the people who don't get it where you're losing them. He's like, for those of us that like get it, we all really get it. But for the people who don't get it, they like really don't get it. And I'm like, huh, okay. And I noticed that. And I'm like, that's one of my questions is like, how do I capture more people, you know? So that was kind of why I took the approach I did with my story, with my speech, was like, I told a story to where I felt like I wanted to capture a story with a range so big that it hits each person in a particular type of way, right? And I feel like I did that with my speech. But what he was telling me about was more so when I described what I do. Because each time at the meeting, we stand up and we give a little commercial about ourselves and what we do. Because basically, like, the group of people is like your sales force in a sense, where it's like you all use each other and it benefits each other, and each person is like one of the best at what they do in each group. So it just makes it easy to have a pocket full of people to fucking be like, boom, I got resources, mad resources. So that's what he's telling me. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, okay. He's like, and he's just pointing little details out, you know. He's like, oh, like he's like, there's times where you're talking so fast that it's just flying over people's heads. And I was like, huh, I didn't realize I was doing that. And then now I'm thinking back, I'm like, what am I doing that for? And I realized I had no clue I was talking so fast. And thinking back, I'm like, fuck, I was. Because I realized I'm trying to say a lot in a short amount of time, and I realize I'm going way faster than I need to. Like, the amount of time I have, I still have so much more time, and I'm like rather than using my full 30 seconds, I'm like done in like 10 seconds. Like I'm saying 30 seconds worth of stuff in 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And I'm like, shit, I had no clue. But he told me that and it hurt my feelings because I was so proud of my speech, right? And I wasn't like, he was just like, and he was like, little things like that, or he's like, you're talking so fast, like it's flying over people's heads who don't get it. He's like, for those of us who know, we can hear it, we understand what you're saying, but those who don't get it, you're talking too fast. You're already talking before you've even pushed your chair out and stood up. He's like, little things like this. He's like, if you practice and you fine tune what you got, like people will receive you very well, and you're gonna be very, very successful and something like that. And I was just like, fuck. I was like, all right, like, thank you, man. And he's like, and I'm not telling you that to hurt your feelings or whatever. He's like, I'm just telling you as a big brother. He's like, just to help out. Like, I just want the best for you, And he gave me some recommendations on where I can go to like practice with different business meetings and different business groups and shit like that. So I was like, all right, fuck yeah. So I wrote it down, and yeah. So I was like, dude, okay, hell yeah, like awesome. So it's funny because that hella hurt my feelings, but it also lifted me up majorly as a man. It was like man to man. It was like he caught me in the parking lot, standing there looking me in the eyes, and I'm just like, and I'm looking him in the eyes, like taking it hella serious, I don't take that lightly. So I was like, wow, okay, it was cool, man. So that happened, and like, yeah, it was just interesting because it was like my speech and what I'm saying is on point. It's just how I'm delivering it, I'm realizing is not on point. And all the times that I have really given very on point speeches or talks or presentations or whatever, I was slowed down and I wasn't like feeling the pressure of 30 seconds or a time or a minute or whatever my window is to speak, I'm used to being able to talk for like longer periods of time. So when somebody says I have a shorter period of time, I know that like I tend to wrap ideas in circles. Like I kind of go through all the points and bring it full circle and then move on to the next one. And I know that I speak like that and I think like that. So because of that, excuse me, because of that, I'm just like super duper on fast forward saying what the fuck I do. So I'm like, okay, slow the fuck down. Like, yeah, my feelings were hurt because I was like, yeah, I did so good. I'm so proud of myself. Blah, blah, blah. But then like, I'm like, dude, okay, fuck. There's still so much more to learn, so much more to go. And by no means do I think I'm the greatest or one of the, it's like, I believe I'm one of the greatest and can be and will be one of the greatest speakers. I don't necessarily, at the same time with that, I don't believe that I am, and I don't believe I ever will be in that feeling, or like, yes, I am. Because that's like, as soon as you take that, you lose hunger. You know what I mean? So it's like, once you become the master at something, part of being the master is understanding that you are not necessarily the best at it, more so that you are a master of it. And there's a big difference.
Damn, dude.
Because somebody can come along better than you, but if you're the master, you'll allow that person to be better and you collect from that, and then you go and you level up and you don't need to say shit about it. And then by the time you come back out next time, you fucking outperform them again. You've leveled up. You've done some slick shit. You've done some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like... my idea is like, all right, like I got my feelings hurt. I'm coming back and I'm going to win this shit because I'm going to use what he's told me and use it to fucking just propel myself forward. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to this and that. I'm not trying to like, and there's nothing to argue about. You know what I mean? It was good advice. It's solid. And I'm like, all right, cool. And like, I really appreciate that. And it's like, it's weird because yes, I have and have had a lot of different male figures in my life, but at the same time, not many who will tell me the right like tell me shit the way that I need to hear it. I think that's a big thing. Like when you have as a man, if you have another man who can come to you and tell you shit like in the way that you need to hear it, how you need to hear it, like grown man shit, it's like, when somebody can speak to you on that level, it does a lot for you. For us, whatever, right? And that's a big deal. And I think to be able to tap into that and to give that and be that space for another person is a big, big deal. And I'm so grateful that he called me out for that, because there's not a lot of people who get to see me in these other settings that I'm in. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people who know me will never see me in that zone or mode. You know what I mean? In a business meeting. Like, a lot of people there won't ever see me in my fucking playing mode or this, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a trip, right? So it's kind of I don't know. It's weird. So it's like, because of that, you have to find different people to help coach and guide and steer, like us, that we need that. You know what I mean? And I think it's kind of the same thing. It's like, if you're more hood and you grew up with some like gang shit or some thug shit or whatever, it's like, you just understand you need a good OG, and a solid OG does a lot for you. And if you got multiple, that's gonna do a really, really lot for you. If you got OGs that are stupid as fuck, they're just gonna get you in trouble and send you down the wrong path. You're gonna end up on drugs and jail, doing dirt for them, doing dumb shit, doing their dirty work, rather than helping you build up and become your best self and your strongest self. Like, that's the point of it. Like, a good OG doesn't get you hooked on drugs. A good OG, a good big homie, a good big brother, a good big sister, whatever, doesn't go and like get you fucked up all the time and this and that. Like, yeah, it's cool here and there, celebrate this and that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, the more we can good influence our younger generation, like, the better off we are. And when we can do that for each other as men and women, we can look out for our younger generation just because they're younger and we have been there before, and we remember what it's like. We can slow down and reach out a helping hand. Not everybody's going to accept, you know, and you can't let that hurt your feelings. At the same time, like, that's part of understanding. You know what I mean? There's times where it's like, me and my brother, me and whoever, whoever, right? Like, have a disagreement, and it's like, there's times where it's just an equal disagreement, and then there's times where, like, especially when my brother's younger, not like currently really, where it's like, where he was just younger and he's just having like younger people problems, and I'm like, I remember what that's like. So there's times I just have to step back and be like, all right, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And not even put any energy into it, because it's like, that's just what being that age, like, that's just part of being that age. You know what I mean? So the same way that, like, you're going to want to fucking party, explore, work hard, seek some sort of independence in your early 20s. You know, you feel like you're grown the fuck up when you're like 23. Like, people, like, when you're like 23-ish, like, you think you're grown as fuck. Like, you're 24, you're like, yeah, I've seen some shit, because all the like parties you went to out of high school were like years ago, and now a bunch of your homies are acting all serious as fuck because they're at school and like have like jobs and like title positions that aren't like fry cook or cashier, or, you know, it's like, oh, I'm the I'm so bad at thinking of job. I don't know. I'm the CFN operator, code chief. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't know. Like, pressure gauge regulator, module manager of the warehouse. You know, so they give me the keys and the code, like, and I'm wearing my gloves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I don't know. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just saying, it's like, you've kind of come to that point where your friends start having different job titles and shit, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, so you feel old as fuck. Like, you feel like you have hella experience in that time. But really, it's like, when I look back, and I'd always recognize this when I was younger too, I was like, dude, 26 is the age where you're like grown up. I think that's when like shit really like starts shifting, and you can deny it, but it just does. There's just something that happens, because from 26 to your 30s is so, like, each year is so dramatically different. It's a trip, dude. And I think that's where a lot of people lose themselves, is between that age, between 26 and early 30s is when people start becoming weird and lame and old. Like, between, let's say, like 26 and 33. Yeah, like between like 26 and 33 is when a lot of people start falling off and tapering off and becoming old people, and they decide that they're old people. They've decided who they are. They've decided what they like. They've decided what they don't like. They don't have to fuck with anything else. They don't got to try anything new. They don't got to fucking go anywhere they don't like. They don't got to try anything scary. They don't got to get peer pressured by their friends. They don't got to get this and that. They get fat. The whole thing. You get lazy. Fucking. And then you become a fucking sports fan, even if you never even cared about it. Then you become a fucking, you know, like, oh, let's watch this series and this series and this series of TV shows and 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 TV shows. And it's like, as we're before, you know, you would have gone out, you'd be socializing, talking to people, creating things, having fun, being creative, being silly. Like, now, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on anybody. There's nothing wrong with with watching sports or watching TV shows or whatever, right? But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people, that's just like the only thing that they turn to doing. As or before, it's like, all right, let's go to a bonfire. Oh, let's go out to eat. Let's this, that. Now, not everybody turns old, but if you look at a lot of adults who are between those ages, they're either like fully committed adults. You're like, yeah, this is like a full-grown adult. Or you're like, damn, this guy's cool as fuck. They're still young and blah, 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 and you can't even tell how old they are, or if you can, you're just like, man, that guy's fucking sick, you know, and you don't really see them as an age or old person. You're like, this guy's either, as a kid, you see somebody who's cool when they're older and between that age, as like, I know they're older, but they could even be a teenager, or they could be like 40, I don't even know, they're just fucking sick, right? And like, I always want to be that for kids and younger people, you know, where it's like, our conversations are ageless. Because it's like, I'll listen to you on your level, and I'll speak to you on your level, and I'll meet you at your level. You know, and it's like, to be able to do that, it's hard for a lot of older people, especially to do that with kids as they get older. They could do it with babies, but as soon as kids hit like 6, it gets weird. People are like, don't know how to interact or talk to kids who have their own like opinions and are like still creative at the same time. Because it scares adults. They don't know what to do. Like, people who are terrified of like having conversations with kids between that age. And I used to be, trust me, I would, like a kid who's like 8, 10, or 12 years old, I would have no idea what to say. I'd be like, but now I like figured it out. I'm just like, oh, this is easy. Just ask a bunch of funny ass questions that kind of don't make sense. And they'll love that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just try and be weirder than anything they've ever heard or any teacher they've ever had. And I think doing that just creates a lot of fun and understanding between kids. And it creates a lot of trust. So I realized that, like, dude, when we can have somebody be like a proper big brother, big sister, role model, big homie, whatever for us, it just like allows us to be cool people, because you realize this certain level that exists, you know. Like, I remember having cool ass teachers where, like, I remember I had this cool teacher. He was like the Filipino uncle, but he was like young. His name was Don, and he was tall as fuck, and he played basketball, and he was actually my one of my best friend growing up's uncles or cousins. And it, like, he would come to the house, and I'd be like, yo, like, Don comes to your house, what? Like, yo, that's my uncle or cousin, whatever, right? And be like, yo, that's crazy, he's so sick. And he had this other, like, friend who was also a cousin who would come by. He was like this other chubby Filipino dude. And they were just cool as fuck. But I always remember being like, damn, Don plays basketball. He drives a dumped ass car with exhaust and all this shit. I was like, yo, this fool's fucking sick. But his thing was, he could draw these like sick cartoon drawings. And they were just like so cool looking. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like graffiti looking drawings. Like, you know how like graffiti style is? It was like the drawings would look like that. It was fucking sick. And I just remember he would like, there was a time he printed them out and he gave them to us all and we could like color them and shit. But like, to me, I could never tell if he was fucking like 15 or like 40. You know what I mean? He was just a cool adult. Like, cool adults are ageless. And it's kind of the same thing, even being the age I am now. I'm 36 right now. If I talk to old people, like, let's say I talk to somebody who's 70 and they're another one of those people who's ageless because they're cool as fuck, I cannot tell if they're between fucking, if they're noticeably older, like old. I don't know if they're 50 or they're 80. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's fascinating. Like, when you're one of those people, like my grandpa was that way. My grandpa Tom, He was one of those people that was ageless. Like, you would never know how old he was because his spirit was so youthful and he was so, like, funny and cracking jokes and just so with it, you know? So, like, you would never know if he was fucking 50 or fucking 80. You know what I mean? So I think that, like, the more we have good guidance and all of that, like, the better we can tap into that and all have the opportunity to be cool older people, because lame older people fucking suck, dude. Like, just lame people are not fun. And, like, we can all be cool. We can all be cooler. We can all take a step back. Especially adults. We have so much stress built into us. We could let that shit go. Kick the fuck back. Learn from the youth how to have fun and be creative. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. And I tell you what. Because if I told you what, then I ain't got to tell you why. And if you know why, then I ain't got to tell you what. Cause this is farmer frickin' finger lickin', chinkin' dickin', fickin' dickin', chicken fluckin', pickin', pluckin', dickin', duckin', dickin', dodgin', frickin' froggin' frog. And I'm here to remind you to have a safe Halloween. And remember not to be a little bitch. Don't go snatching candy bags and being mean to children. That's bad karma, like bad parma on John cheese on a pizza. And I tell you, you don't want bad Parmesan on your pizza. So you better be nice, or else the devil will greet you, and he'll hit you with a fist longer than a CVS receipt list. And if I told you what, then I ain't gotta tell you why. If someone does try to snatch your bag, you better beat the fucking shit out of them in the name of self-defense. And also in the name of not being a little bitch. So y'all have yourself a safe Halloweeny. Don't be a weenie. Don't get drunk off martinis. And remember not to eat the hot dogs at the bar, even if they're free. Finger licking, farmer dicking, finger chucking, finger flipping, finger dicking, finger fucking, chicken ducking, Halloween edition Fred. Woo. Out.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Sup, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Yo, this is DJ Pumia live. I tell you, this is the Damn Dude podcast, and y'all live. We here. Let's get it, y'all. We here. We live. We're like a wrecking ball.
Damn, dude.
Oh, thanks, DJ Pumia. Wow. Okay. Hi, guys. All right. Well, I just looked in my notes and something says on point, and I almost thought it's a due point as I looked at it. Like, what the fuck am I writing about, bro? So, anyways, you guys. All right. So that was the more serious part of it. And, yeah. So, you guys, let me figure out how to tell this to you guys without giving it away. Fuck. See, because if I say too much too soon, somebody could steal this and run with it. So I gotta say this just right and be able to give you guys just enough. Okay. So, you know, I was talking about tapping into creativity. This kind of goes back into that. So I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna make a book. I don't know how to call it. I'm gonna write a book, make a book, and it's gonna be like a coffee table type of book. And it's gonna basically be about how to properly order Food in Southern California. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to say this strategically, without giving away too much. So basically it's going to kind of go through a whole bunch of different things, and it's going to kind of be like a how-to book mixed in with different characters, mixed in with some pictures. And I want it to be like cartoony and real life kind of at the same time. I don't know, make it fun and poppy and like just cool, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna have different characters about the different things that we can eat around, and like what to look for, how to read reviews, how to analyze the food, how to read if whatever's a pass or a fail, different things like that, right? So, sorry. Okay, how do I say this without giving away too much? Okay. Okay, so let's say we were to just talk about like Mexican food or something, right? Just kind of describing it. And okay, so this is just like this is mine. I created this. I'm fucking reading this for the first time publicly on Halloween, October 31st, 2022. These are the writings of me, California Calvin. These are mine. So just talking about, this is my basically just kind of like something I jotted down about carne asada fries, if we're going to talk about that. So thick cut, soggy, over crispy fries are an automatic fail. Basically anything other than a skinny and perfectly crispy crunchy fry is a fail. Although carne asada fries made with seasoned fries, curly fries, or tater tots are bomb, it's not it. Those are good, but count as white people shit. Beans on carne asada fries are an automatic fail as well. So, and then that's just like just to kind of give you an idea of like where it's going to go, or kind of like how it's going to tell you shit, but it's just going to go into shit and talk that real talk. I'm going to tell you how to ensure that the food you're going to order is going to be good, like multiple steps ahead before even like getting there or whatever, how to properly analyze these reviews. Because you guys, you got to keep in mind, I'm half Chinese and half Norwegian, growing up in Southern California where the Mexicans and the Mexican food is at. Like, burritos were invented in California, not Mexico. A lot of people will be like, what the fuck? It's real. For the longest time, it wasn't literally till like 4 years ago that you could buy a burrito, at least in like Baja. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like Mexico close to here. So like there's just handfuls of places. Like in Mexico, they eat tacos, or it's more so like you use the tortilla to pick shit up. That's what it is. It's not even, it's like, this is a taco, this is a this is a that. Like, yes, but no. You know what I'm saying? Like real Mexican meals, it's like you use the tortilla to like pick shit up. Like you rip it and you pick up other pieces and shit like that, right? Like how the Africans eat with what's the fluffy shit called? It's slipping my mind right now. Fufu? Is that what it's called? Fufu? Fufu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fufu. And fucking Asians eat with rice. You know, they just use their fingers, pick it up. Yeah, so that's their version. So growing up with this perspective, it's very interesting being half Chinese and half Norwegian or white, right? Because observing Chinese culture and being American, because like the majority of my family is like first generation Chinese, like from China in America here. So it's very traditional. Like when we have dinners, funerals, weddings, whatever, it's very traditional. And it's a trip to see, like, and then, so it's like the culture still is pretty heavy in my family. So to see that, and then to see like white culture, which, you know, a lot of times why I say like and joke about like white people shit is typically just a lack of culture or the absence of culture. And that in its own is its own culture. And, you know, Americans, white people have their own way of doing shit. And I would always ask my parents about it all the time. Like, why do they do this? And why do they do this? How come white people care about this and Asian people don't? How come Asian people care about this, but the white people don't? And I would just see all these contrasts everywhere so naturally. that I'm like, this is weird, right? So it would just put this weird lens on life for me where I'm just observing all the different like angles and parallels and intersections and cross sections of where culture collides and meets and whatever. Excuse me. And that naturally brings a lot of awareness to food and how things go down and the perspective of the food and the perspective of the culture about the food. So that's what gives me such a unique eye into like being able to read restaurants or to read the reviews correctly. Like a lot of people, I don't want to give too much away, but I'll give you guys this because you guys are my podcast fam and I love you guys and I appreciate you guys big time. So let's say, for example, you're reading Yelp reviews and food in San Diego is way different than food anywhere else. It's not, food in LA is not the same as food in San Diego. There's a lot of things that are the same and that have like crossed and you can like get a lot of the similar things and this and that. But the culture of it is a big part of it, right? Like think of why like people liked Anthony Bourdain so much. Like what he did alone was so cool, and why people love watching like cooking shows and travel shows, because you get to see different culture around the world. You see how they eat, the things they eat, how they cook things that, you're like, oh wow, we don't even use that as food, or like, you know what I mean, whatever, different shit. So you get to see a lot of culture within food, you know what I mean? So I'm able to give that window give a good window into that. So my example, what I was going to share with you guys was, let's say you're reading Yelp reviews and the culture in San Diego has its own unique way. This doesn't apply in all other states. This is just in San Diego because we're such a huge melting pot. LA, there's just too many people. In San Diego, there's still like, you can literally, there's still like, oh, that's the Asian part of town. Oh, that's the white people part. That's the Mexican part. That's the black part. That's the, like, and they're like, oh, there's Somalians over in this area. There's, oh, fuck, my camera died. What the hell? All right, well, anyways, we'll just keep going on audio. Like the Somalians live here. These people live here. The Chaldeans live in this area. The rednecks live in this area. The other type of rednecks live in this area. The rich rednecks live over here. The poor rednecks live over here. These beach people act like this. These beach people in this beach town act like that. Like we all have our own area, right? So because of this, a lot of people are searching for authenticity. So a lot of people are looking for authentic ass fucking, it's like, damn, I'm from fucking the Philippines. I want some authentic ass Filipino food. And there's very, very, very specifically 2 parts of town you go to if you want that. Well, I guess 3 technically, but we're just going to call it 2. Because if you're old school San Diego, you would call it 2 if you're old school San Diego. Let's just say that. So the 2 places, you go to Mira Mesa, and then the other one, /2 would be National, and it would be good old National City, Nasty City, or PH, Paradise Hills. And I say / Nasty City, PH because they're connected and it's like, they're both very Filipino. There's a lot of blacks live there too. And the Mexicans have their little areas and all this. But anyways, that's where you go for the Filipino stuff. You want the bomb-ass Filipino, you got to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, all the shit's cracking off of, like, what is it, Division 4th? You know what I'm saying? Like, cruise down there a little bit and fuck. On and quacking. Shit, Mira Mesa, we got some stuff. But, like, Nasty City's, like, the OG of the Filipino foods and stuff. But anyways, my point is that, like, you're going to get very authentic and honest reviews from those people. So the thing is, let's say you're some fucking, if you're some if you're some fucking bloke, yuppie, whatever from La Jolla or Encinitas or fucking Rancho Bernardo, and you go down to National City because you want to eat Filipino food, and they don't treat you the way that people treat you at fucking Chili's. Oh, hi, how you doing? They're just like, oh, what you want? And it's like, they're like, oh my God, the customer service is so bad. So you're reading the fucking Yelp reviews or whatever reviews. Oh, I didn't want to give them a shout out. It's kind of fuck Yelp actually. But let's say you're reading the reviews, whatever reviews, and because I actually don't even have that app. But anyway, or an account. So you go through your reading reviews and you're like, oh, okay, I want Filipino food. Kelly, Parker. Oh my God. Customer service was terrible, blah, blah, blah. They were so rude, blah, 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 blah. 1 star. Fucking Steve Bloomman. I don't know. That's kind of Jewish sounding. Like Steve, I don't know. It was something very white. Steve Brooksfield. Excuse me. Kyle Matthews, Matterson. Yeah, whatever, right? They're like, oh, customer service so bad, blah, blah, blah. Place is dirty, this and that. Motherfucker, get your low rated ass view shit out of here. No, we don't give a fuck about that. Like, when you go to an ethnic ass place, customer service is not a factor. Like, you're there to get food and they're there to work. Like, they don't need to pretend to like you in order to give you the bomb ass food. I'm not there to be treated nice. I got enough self-confidence. I got enough in me to where I'm cool. Just ignore me, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, a lot of times we don't even speak the same fucking language. So how can I expect you to even say anything to me, let alone pretend to speak nice to me? You know, like, what the, nah, cut that shit. But if you read and you're reading fucking Filipino food and it says fucking Joe Bagtas, oh, lumpia's on point, fucking pancit's dank as fuck. Hell yeah. Oh, Joy Espiritu. Oh, I love the noodles and the sisig. Okay, cool. Like, oh, Joel fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so like Joel Soriano, he says, like the fucking kare kare and the whatever, it's fucking bomb, right? Just like my mom makes it. You better believe that's a good place to go. Just because it's got 3 stars because fucking Kelly, Steve, and Pierce all said, oh, they didn't treat me good. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you read reviews. You read the last names and then you read what they're talking about and what about it. And you just basically scroll through all the last names and then you read all the reviews about the last names. Because if you've got fucking, I'm trying not to use people's names that I know. Like, I know so many Filipino people. So let's say you know fucking PJ Gutierrez, and he's like, yo, the lumpia is trash. The pancit is trash. They use the wrong noodles. They use chow mein noodles. Like, whatever. Like, you don't want to fuck with that. That shit's not going to be good. It's greasy, blah, 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 this and that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But if fucking, who did I just say? PJ Gutierrez says, yo, pancit's fire, you better believe that shit is fire, my friend. And that's just the way that works. So I'm going to put a bunch of that knowledge and how-to things, how to go in and read a restaurant, how to read the audience, how to read excuse me. I'm going to just hook you guys the fuck up with the info. But I'm going to make a sick coffee table book. I think I'm going to go around and take pictures of different types of foods and stuff like that and put them in the book and make different characters with them all and just make like a fun ass book. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be so fucking cool. Anybody who comes to San Diego, anybody who lives in San Diego, you're going to want this. It's going to be fucking illmatic. It's going to be tight. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I encourage you guys to tap into your creativity, tap into your funness, tap into the little kid inside of you. You know, what are things you always wanted to do? What are things you just kind of forgot about that went to the side? You know, those little ideas that seem so fun at some point. You're like, someday I'll do that. When is someday? How old are you going to be when you do it? How old? You know what I mean? Like, someday can only go so far. You think you're going to have more creativity to create your projects when you're fucking 55, 45, 65? No. I mean, maybe if you're lucky. But I would like to think that you'd have to be in the practice of practicing creativity in order to be that way. Because if you don't practice creativity, you don't practice skills, you don't practice fucking building shit, working on shit, then it goes away and it fades. Creativity is a muscle, and we have to keep, and fortunately the muscle memory of it is pretty elastic, so that's good. But the thing is like, tap into that, practice that, play with kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, tap into how they see things. That shit's magical, man. I've learned so much from kids and how they laugh and play and think about shit. You know, it's just the coolest thing ever. Like my youngest son, he's getting so big and talkative and communicative now, and he says so much, and it's like, I'll have to put him on another podcast again. It's just a trip, dude. So it's like, I notice the things that we all say is the things that he says. So it's like, it's kind of cool to know I got a cool ass little kid, because he goes around and goes, oh, that's sick. And he's like, and he goes, shaka, and he throws up shakas at everybody, and he's like, boom, and he's always going, he'll like stand on tennis and goes, looks around and goes, jump, and then like, he's just like, he's sick, dude. He's so hardcore. He skateboarded on his fucking, he's pretending to surf on his skateboard in the street. He made us push him probably about a mile, literally on his skateboard around the block, like a gang of times, a bunch of times. And he would practice, he would lay on the skateboard, he'd go, paddle, 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 stand up. And then he'd stand up, he'd be like, stand up, stand up. And he'd jump up, he'd be standing on it, and be throwing shakas and like just cruising around. And dude, it was the cutest shit ever, man. But it's cool because it's like, damn, the influence that I have on him, and that his mom and his brother and uncles and grandparents have on him. Like, he knows sign language for all the shit. He knows how to play drums. He knows how to keep a beat. He knows how to sing and play guitar, sing and play drums. He can sing and play piano. He can fucking hit the notes. It's crazy, dude. Like, he's going to be some kind of music fucking some big deal. It's a trip. Both my kids, man. It's pretty incredible. And I know because his older brother Nate shows him what's up. Like, just, he holds his hands and hits the drums, plays the piano, plays guitar ever since he was a baby, dude. Even when he was in the womb, you know, singing the whole thing. So it's beautiful to tap into that creativity and like play in that and observe that and be in that realm and create that as adults. You know, if you can create a space for a kid as an adult to play and have fun and laugh and be silly and imaginative, you're winning and you're a dope ass adult. And keep it up, keep doing it. Because there's nothing more beautiful than like seeing an adult who's able to like play and interact with a kid like a kid, where it's like, yo, are you watching them? Like, you guys are just playing, you know what I mean? Like, is anybody like being responsible right now? Like, but that shit's tight. It's dope. It's healthy. It's attractive. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I think we all need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit's healthy. Oh, dude! Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Little baby. Oh my gosh. Sound effects from when Roy was a little kid was so cute. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. And of course, song from Oldest Son. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I got to get ready for work. Gonna teach some lessons this morning. And then pick up my kiddo, go trick or treat. Maybe I'll go surf. Or maybe I can get I need a haircut. Fuck. Maybe I should get a haircut. I don't know. Anyways, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a beautiful day. Much love. And it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This is season 2, episode 88. This is the Damn Dude podcast. I'm your host, California Cal, and you guys know why the show exists. Please subscribe and like and share and tell a friend, all that good shit. Leave us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts, Apple iTunes, whatever it's called, Apple Podcasts. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm so grateful. You guys be safe this happy Halloween. If anybody fucks with your kids, beat them the fuck up in the name of self-defense, not violence, because, yeah, fuck that. So, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Be safe. Have a good one. Scare some kids in a good way. Scare some people. Halloween's supposed to be scary, not this cute shit. You dig? I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.